guys, my name is Natalia Ryabko. I'm the market analyst and you're very welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I would like to make a short outlook of the current market situation. I will speak about the investment strategy for the current situation, about the future of oil industry and about the currency trends. Well, since the latest oil prices collapse, the oil economy will never be the same. The oil companies are diversifying their business and the new businesses are entering the market. Like e-communications, delivery services, and some protective products like gold. As for the investment strategy for any business, it makes sense for investors right now to look at those companies who will be able to make the most of a period of recovery growth which will follow the crisis. And within every sector, you must look for a company with a higher strength, with a better corporate culture, and of course with an access to finance. In other words, with a high ability to bear the crisis. Well, right now the oil redistribution companies and the divisions of vertically integrated oil holdings could benefit just because they are the oil consumers, and this information is very important for investors. Well, with the selective approach and the full fundamental analysis, an investor could place bets and win in a way which was completely impossible before the crisis. According to the Oxford Institute for Energy Research, in the second quarter of 2020, the demand for gasoline, diesel, and jet fuel in China could increase by 2.4 million barrels per day, which represents 23% increase compared with the first quarter. Well, the senior analysts in Beijing give more restrained assessment and expect growth only of 1.1 million barrels per day in the first quarter. The quarantine measures due to the coronavirus in China occurred in the first quarter, and since April we're observing a quite sustainable recovery of Chinese economy, and this probably will lead to demand increase for oil, and China could continue to purchase cheap oil for strategic reserves, which will create additional demand. Well, meanwhile, the rapidly growing oil stocks in US actually remains quite acute. According to Reuters, the Federal Strategic Petroleum Reserve Program, which supports the small and the medium-sized oil suppliers, has proven to be ineffective. As for currency trends, apparently the US dollar is likely to remain the most dominant currency in the world, and although the rates of the US Federal Reserve are at their record lows, the central banks of the most developed countries set even lower rates. For example, in Japan and in Switzerland, they are completely negative. Well, higher relative profitability leads to the increase in demand for American debt, and in its turn it leads to increase in demand for dollar because this debt needs to be serviced. This trend has occurred over the past decade and mostly due to their income strategies, and now the dollar market experiences a huge imbalance in supply and demand, and mostly due to the foreign countries which have no access to the US financial system. Well, the world increasingly needs dollars to trade and to pay these huge debts. And now networks such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, they offer and allow using new ways to open dollar positions. And this way is quite resistant. In a world seeking easier access to capital, the cryptocurrencies are a very good solution. And therefore, in the world struggling to place funds in US dollar, the stable coins and synthetic dollar backed by crypto assets will show a very sustainable and significant growth in the near future. And for sure, it will become a trend. Well, I hope this information was interesting for you. I would like to thank you for watching my videos and thank you for subscribing to my channel. And I will see you next time. Have a great week, guys. Bye.